Yeah, a lot of people are hating on Kanye West. Love him, hate him. He's polarizing, obviously, but I actually can respect his art and like what he does. And his story is really fucking crazy. I think the reason why he goes off, first of all, he's mental health issues, but he's always struggled with the fact that his mother died because his mom was killed by a plastic surgeon, and I forgot that. Like, I completely forgot that. I don't think ever, it just happened so suddenly. I know if I were to lose somebody very close all of a sudden because of something that could have been preventable, it would forever ruin my life too. Like, I know for me, almost dying at the hands of a plastic surgeon and ending up with a disease and botched, like, I'm not dead, but that shit killed me. Like, it killed my soul. I'm still me, but 80% of me, it feels like, was just, yeah, I don't feel like I really enjoy things like I used to anymore. And there's a lot of pain that comes from that, and I think having that happen all of a sudden, his mom was like his biggest cheerleader. And I think a lot of people forget that, you know, he's been through some shit. We all have. It's no excuse to be an asshole, but I think it's just mostly like mental health. And people like are like, la la la, mental health awareness. They're all like super supportive, or they're all like, I know how it is. I understand. I'm depressed, but like, you really don't know. And if you haven't yet, there is a documentary. I don't know who posted it up, but there's like a 2-hour long documentary that somebody put together on YouTube. And it's really good. And it gives you another perspective of Kanye West and his life and maybe why he's the way he is. And I think a lot of people should watch it because it is very insightful. I don't think a lot of people know how the intricacies or how Kanye started or like who he was. They only like look at him as the Kanye now and forget all of his journey and shit like that. So, by the way, very well done. This camera guy followed this motherfucker around for like 20 years. You know? What a friend.
Hey, Kanye, how would you describe your album?
Man, I feel like it's a breath of fresh air.
That's what I need right now. Fucking breath of fresh air.
Then we got my man Kanye. Tracks, man, hold on.
Well, I first put the camera on this album becoming a producer back in 98.
Sawtown made it down here, boy.
I knew he was destined for greatness.
This is Cootie right here. He shot all the footage.
Now, Cootie, actually a stand-up comedian, but quit doing it to go film Kanye West for 20 years. No
The
lie.
goal was to see how far his dreams would take him, but I had no idea where life would take us next.
And he gonna be one of the greats, trust me. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Ain't nobody never broke down. That's your man. They got the answers, man. You got the
It felt like
Holy
the bigger
shit.
Kanye got, the further we grew apart. But there was more to Kanye's story that I needed to tell.
Let me just say this, okay? The intro to the documentary, very artsy, really cool, but like what I really liked was it was showing his early days in New York, how people were kind of using him and like everybody wanted to beat off of him, but no one took him seriously when it came to rapping. And what I really liked was like, I know this is super random or whatever, but Kanye had retainers, and they were like legit like retainers, and he would like have them on and he would like take them out when he was like playing beats for people, and he'd like put them in his pocket or set them on the studio, and they'd be like, man, what the fuck is that? What the fuck? That's gross. But I don't know, the fact that he had a retainer is just kind of like, it's shit like that is endearing, you know what I mean? At least for me. I'm a nerd though.
I'm interested in why you believe all of this has happened.
I just think it was in God's plan. I think he just has me here for a reason, and I have something to say. Where I think I really won is I had the heart. If I do what I'm supposed to do, people gonna look back like, man, remember dude used to just make beats for people?
I just started with the music. I didn't know.
Yay West, hot, fire.
Y'all, this 21 years in the making.
I'm not gonna say it's not a way I could fail.
Who follows somebody around with a camera for 20 years? That's fucking crazy.
But hopefully with God's blessings, there shouldn't be no way for me to lose, really.
Yeah, that's crazy. Who? I like the name too. It's not Yeezus. It's Genius. So, I don't know. Part 3 comes out on the 23rd. And right now, there's a lot of shit going on with Kanye West. This is crazy. That is crazy and creepy. What? I don't know. Maybe it froze up. Shit. Bro, I don't know. Shit, I don't know. You know, you've never tried to commit suicide. You never thought about, man, I'm gonna end up doing this one day. Or you never really thought to yourself, like, I'm not happy existing. I would be happier not existing. Now's not the time, Bob. I'm in a deep fucking conversation, and you're gonna come in here, oh, you make my dick wet. Get the fuck out of here. I'm on some deep shit right now. So, I appreciate it. Bob, you're more than welcome to come on. I don't use StreamYard or Zoom.
No one's ever heard a Machine Gun Kelly song, Bob.
But if you'd like to come on and chat, hey, by all means, what up? Love to Bob, but like now is just not the time for your dick antics, you know? Anyways. I don't have patience like I used to anymore. Shit. When it's hard to breathe, you lose patience really quick. Yeah, I don't know. The thing with his mom, very tough. And then he was in a car accident and it ruined his jaw. Right as I hope you don't off yourself. I've tried to before, I'm not gonna lie. I always have the option, you know what I mean? Lately I've been feeling like a loser. Like, nothing I do works. I have no enjoyment. I don't have faith. You know, I just feel empty and constantly anxious and worried and depressed. Truth be told, I really do. And I isolate and... I mean, I don't isolate, but I isolate, you know? And I don't like to think about it. I like to just... Staying busy is, like, really the only thing that, like, keeps me going and distracted. Faith it is. And that's one thing you'll notice about the Kanye West documentary and everything. He had a lot of faith in himself and nobody else did. Like, I won't say I don't have faith in myself, because I do believe, like, you have to believe that you're the best. One of the best in what you do. And I know that I'm not going to give up and I'm going to prevail. I mean, shit. Most people, they give up. You know, they're just like, fuck this is pointless, or I'm just gonna go do something else, whatever. You know, they're not in it for the right reasons, or they don't have an excruciating, like, health issue, you know what I mean? But despite all that, I'm still doing it, and I think that I definitely trust myself, but I also don't trust myself, and it's that I don't trust the world. So anytime people are like, oh my god, yo, you're gonna blow up, like, you're so fucking ill, like, you're really unique, and, like, it's only a matter of time before you blow up. I've been hearing that shit for, like, 5, 6, 7 years now. I'm kind of like, yeah, okay. I don't hold my breath, right? I don't hold my breath. And I feel like a lot of people are really cocky, and they've not even done, like, 1/17/376 millionth of what I've done, but I still feel like I am, I don't know, I guess I don't talk about the things I do. I just do them, and I don't brag. I kind of feel like shit about myself a lot of the time. So, community above yourself should absolutely be the goal, and I think that helps you keep moving. Because if you're moving for other people, it's easier. Because, right, if you're like, you know, I gotta do this for them, that helps you rise above. And, like, I know when I was really sick and there were a lot of people with my condition that were like, yo, you really give me a lot of hope. I was gonna kill myself. I found your videos, and it doesn't register with me, though, but I feel like if there's one thing, if I were to end up, you know, unalive, a lot of people with what I have would be extremely terrified and maybe end their life because of what they're going through. In that sense, I really relate to what Kanye is going through. He gets in a car accident. He's asleep. He's tired. Everybody wants beats from him. They're using him. They don't want to hear him rap. They just say, yo, I want this beat. I want this beat. They don't care. That's how people are in general. But he feels like nobody really cares about what he has to say. He's up working all night on other people's beats. He's driving home from the studio, falling asleep behind the wheel. He crashes his car. Kanye West crashes his car and inevitably ends up fracturing his skull, and or not his skull, but like his jaw in a million pieces, and has to get a wire, his jaw, so that his jaw can heal. Something like this. I don't, this is Lexa Terrestrial, this is not Kermit and Friends. With peace and love. We don't gotta talk about this with Kermit and Friends. We don't gotta bring that up to them. If you do, I don't care. But if you do, also, I feel like people over there either would use it as drama because they're really just trying to get attention, so they would use anything as drama. Literally, if somebody's sister got murdered and killed, they would use it as drama over there, I think. So I'm not going to take something that is deep, sensitive, and important and put it in that context, because somebody's either going to make me feel like shit about it or use it and talk about it, use it as drama, Exactly. Thank you. You said it. Yeah, you said exactly what I was thinking. By the way, I still don't know if this is working, but I'm recording this. So yeah, Kanye, I don't know what year, but his jaw, and he's like just starting to make his album, and he still raps. Even though he can't move his mouth, he still raps, and it was called Through the Wire, and I felt like, I don't know, I'm gonna cry. Shit. I relate a lot to that. Because, here I am having to be in the studio with fucking breathing devices in my face and Q-tips and walk around looking weird, and the entire point of me getting plastic surgery was so that I didn't feel ugly. Because I wanted to not be ugly more than anything. I just couldn't look at my face, and I hated it. And even though I was happy, that one thing about myself I fucking hated. And I felt like it ruined everything, and I blamed everything on that. And I thought that life would be so much better if I could just be, prettier, or look more normal, or look less ethnic or exotic. Last week I have anti-Semitic people coming on here. And now it's like all that to look pretty, and now I have to wear a mask and breathing devices in my face, and I feel not much better. If anything, I feel worse, and I feel like I can't even go on a date, or I can't even, I have to wear breathing devices at my face, or I have to have tape on it or something to help me breathe. And it's like, why me, Lord? Why can't I just win, Can you just let me win at anything? And that's why I relate to his struggle. I don't think a lot of people realize that other side of Kanye. They just see him going off on Pete Davidson, but they don't see the pain. Or maybe they do. They don't care because they use it for drama and clicks. People use other people's pain for drama and clicks. This is America. It's 2020, whatever the fuck. And nobody talks about the other side of Kanye. I know he's an asshole. I know what he's doing isn't right, but I don't support his political takes or whatever, but he just wants a shot. He just wants his voice heard. He just wants to make his ideas a reality. He just wants people to fucking believe in him and respect him. That's what he wants. And what Kim is doing, he's seeing as a sign of disrespect. It is a slap to his ego. He does have, a big ego, unfortunately. And, that can really be a bad thing. I think people are just, if they were to approach it like that, things would maybe be different. They would change. But the more you attack and call him crazy, call him an asshole, say all these things, say he's a crazy... I mean, yes, he might be crazy, but it's not... I don't think it's helping. But nobody wants to help. They just want clicks and views and clout. So this is my other side to Kanye West. Obviously, like, this whole story is just blown up. You have to have faith in your ability and use the haters as motivation to rise above. That I do. I do of that. But at the same time, I'm dealing with a lot of pain. And I'm just not, some days, excited to do things. I'm like, what's the point? You know? I'm like, what's the point? Like, it's not that I don't have faith. It's that I don't have faith in the world. And I don't see a point in doing things anymore in a world that's just scrolling through TikTok, looking for 7-second, like, dopamine hits, and people, like, literally eating poison and doing stupid shit. And I feel like art doesn't matter anymore, and people pretend to care about things for some kind of social justice position. People pretend to care to appear like in, if something is in, they'll care about it, but they didn't really actually give a fuck about it all along. They'll just use mental health or whatever and pretend to care. Companies throw money around. Spotify, I'm going to donate $100 million to disenfranchised people and minorities in art. Bitch, no you aren't, and second of all, you don't care. You don't really give a fuck, you know? I guess that's my point. So at the end of the day, it's not that I don't have faith in myself, it's that I don't feel like there's a fucking point anymore, and I'm not excited like I used to be. I get excited when I write like a really dope fucking verse or song. That's what excites me. Yeah, that's what excites me. I get excited over like little things like that, and everything else, I really do feel like a zombie walking through life. Like, I'm planning a music video. I mean, I do get excited about that stuff, but like, the fact that we're putting it out into this metaverse and it's automatically set up to fail. It's all about like the algorithm and how much you use Instagram and how many clicks and likes you and how many comments you post. It's not about art anymore. Like, I haven't been impressed by anything in years, you know? And I really do think that like society is over, because where are we going? Like, what, more towards being sucked into an escapist reality that's run by corporate people who don't give a fuck about you or your mental health, but what they'll have, mental health awareness day on their thing, or they'll pretend to care about mental health, they'll donate it to it, they'll talk about it, but they really don't give a fuck, because everything they're saying and doing are completely opposite. So it's popular to show you care, but to really care is painful. And it takes a lot of energy. And nobody has that. And nobody wants to. And that's why I'm over here sad. I'm not out here posting about like this and that. And you know what I mean? I have 400,000 views. Or, like, I'm going to go out here and hold my sign. No, because I'm going to show love through actions in real life. Nobody's perfect, but I'm going to do that every day and show up and love people every day. I love people. Like, I'm not a hateful person. I don't need to, virtue signaling. Yeah. I don't need to pretend to care. And I do care. You know, that's evident. And also, too, you know, I know how it is. I can empathize. But I just wish we had that same energy with mental health. And like, I wish we had that same energy with a lot of these other things. People that actually have gotten fucked over in the world. People that have actually done wrong. It's like, where's that same energy? I don't know. Most of these rich Cali libs just virtue signal. Like they really had to struggle, but they are elite and haven't seen how middle or lower class Americans really live. I mean, you're probably right. I don't know other people's lives. I don't know their bank accounts, their upbringing. I don't know what they say. I'm not studying other people's lives, so I can't really say, like, that's a fact or not. But I mean, a lot of people seem to think that people do this. They don't know what it's like. They're just saying what everybody else is saying to make a fucking TikTok, you know? Instead of just doing what they want to do. And I stopped caring about trying to get ahead. There's no point, because me trying to be miserable and play this game and just like constantly be like commenting and liking and scrolling through my life. If I'm scrolling through my life to get ahead, I'm not really doing anything productive. Like, so I'm just gonna do what I want to do and try to be happy. And if the algorithm doesn't like that, whatever, you know, I'm just gonna do and watch and talk about and make and create what I want to do, right? If I need to rest, cool, but I come back, I show up every day again. I at least try. At least I try. I do a lot, but at the end of the day, it's all about the internet. It's all about the internet. It's all about me sitting and eating chips and dipping it in guacamole and getting 3.5 million views on TikTok. For what? What really matters in life? You know? Do we really care? Or are we just pretending? It is coming up, like, you know, my friend took his life a year ago, and it's around that time last year, and I always am like, oh, it's not true. Like, when anniversaries come around, it's like, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be sad about it, but I think I'm telling myself that, and it's making me sad. It's making me think about it, making me feel like I'm in that dark, empty, completely devastated, depressed state, and like that I'm afraid to end up like my friend, because all these people that end up that way are people that I vastly relate to, you know? So it scares me. It does. I think that's what we should be talking about. That's what we should be focusing our energy on, being real, instead of focusing on views and likes and let me look cool and, oh shit, I don't look cool enough, or I didn't get, you know what I mean? I didn't get this many views. The shit, like, no, let's talk about real shit. Like, why are we not using our time to like be the best that we can be? This algorithm Mark Zuckerberg created was literally made to tear society apart. I don't know if that was his intention, but he was an evil little motherfucker from the get. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up. I want to watch some of these videos and just show you a different perspective. But you want to give me a kiss on the cheek? All right, go ahead. Nah, sincerely, thank you. Okay. So he's all over the map. Kanye, first he's like talking shit on Pete Davidson, talking shit on Kim. Next he's sending her flowers. Now he's like, okay, I don't want to see you ever again. Then he buys a house next to her. It's like, obviously we've probably been keeping up with some of it, but I want to show you like a different side. Oh shit, hold on. I think he said, didn't he say Pete Davidson had AIDS or something? Every day it's something new. Kanye 4 days ago insults Pete Davidson 3 days ago. Then he sends Kim flowers. 3 days later, he's sending screenshots of texts from Pete Davidson. This is not Kanye West. Or no, excuse me, this is not Ariana Grande. That's not Ariana Grande. That doesn't even look like her. Looks like some like 30-year-old mom influencer. I don't know. I don't like E. I'm not going to support this shit, but I do want to see it. Did Pete Davidson actually oh, I love Sloan. This is the one I wanted to watch. Or maybe this one. Well, Sloan is the man. Oh shit.
I call it the wheel. I don't think so.
I swear to God, that's me. My dad and me, we do that all the time. We're like, yeah. I think if my breathing were better and I weren't suffocating all the time and I weren't anxious and depressed, my I would be in like a better headspace, but it's kind of just, I think the physical pain takes a toll on you mentally, I guess. And I hate that. It's like I've dealt with that enough. Can I just catch a break? Dear God. But by the way, love Sloan. Shout out to you.
What the hell is going on with Kanye West? He's posting all over his Instagram and he's doing the most. Before we go through some...
Yo, honestly, he really is. If you look at his Instagram, I looked at his Instagram. I actually kind of got a kick out of it. I haven't actually, like, looked at anybody's Instagram in, like, 5 years. Like, I don't really... My friends will message me, like, hey, boop, boop, boop. But I don't purposefully go out of my way to, like, look at people's shit and be depressed, you know? I don't purposefully go out of my way to be depressed or look at people's shit. So, but I actually looked at, not gonna lie.
Some of his recent posts, I want to remind you guys that he's been in a feud with his ex, Kim Kardashian. You guys may know that Kim has been dating Pete Davidson, and Kanye's not a fan of Pete either. Actually, about a week ago, Kanye posted about his daughter North being on Instagram, which resulted in her Instagram being taken down, and it seems like Kanye and Kim just keep going back and forth. He actually posted a Pete either. Actually, about a week ago, Kanye posted about his daughter North being on Instagram, which resulted in her Instagram being taken down, and it seems
she's a minor.
He actually posted a TikTok on his page where it's like a snippet of her and then a little clip of his music video for Gold Digger, and it seems like he's trying to insinuate that Kim is a gold digger.
I divorced him. You have to know it came down to just one thing: his personality.
Did she really say that? Oh my god. Yo, I didn't watch that episode of SNL. Did Kim Kardashian really go on SNL and make a speech about her? I divorced Kanye because, well, he has a shitty personality. Did you really do that?
I never like to see couples fight, especially when there are kids involved, and it's sad that Kanye...
Yo, I have a feeling Kanye West is gonna come out and talk about all the fucking plastic surgery Kim Kardashian's got and never told anybody. Kanye, I'm not saying you should do that, but they'd end up going to court over it. That's like the one thing she'd probably get so pissed about.
I can't look away from this mess because Kanye has been posting so much. And you guys may remember that Kim actually made a statement back towards him, calling him out and calling out his lawyers because it seems like he doesn't want to accept their divorce. But let's go ahead and go onto his Instagram because he's been posting nonstop today. Okay, so we're looking at Kanye's Instagram, and as you guys can see, he's actually live right now. He's doing like a Sunday service. Let's see what's going on here. I'll turn on the volume. Yeah, some Sunday service action going on there. He writes, God, please bring our family back together. And these are such adorable pictures of Kim with her kids. Actually, I believe these photos were taken for Vogue, so it's kind of sad to see that, like...
Yeah, what the fuck? Also, their kids are really cute. Here's something really important that I think people should understand, too, is that Kanye West is, you know, I'm not saying that this is right or wrong, but he is like a traditional dude. He's not a trad chad, but like he has kind of church going values, and I'm pretty sure that might be why he's like really trying to not get divorced, because he wants his family to stay together. I mean, you can't blame somebody for that. He's probably going about it the wrong way. Obviously, he feels really threatened, I think, like just like a huge slap in the face.
But now this is where the messiness begins. So he woke up on this Super Bowl Sunday morning and he decided to choose violence. And
yo, he was trending. He was trending over the Super Bowl.
He posted like a screen cap. It's like he's not good at cropping because all these pictures are cropped so oddly. But you can read that a friend of your enemy, Kanye, is just cleaning and there is no problem. Like, I don't know what he's writing there, but the caption reads, I'm very community oriented. I love my friends. I love my family. The reason I asked Kid Cudi, to at least speak at the skeet is because for years, Cudi always made it seem like it was me and him against everyone.
Yeah, Kid Cudi is friends with Pete Davidson, right? Kinda? And now he's throwing him under the bus. I don't like that. Like, don't be throwing other people under the bus. Like, Billie Eilish, please. She didn't do anything, right? And then Kid Cudi, that man is going through a lot. he's gone through his own struggles and demons. He's throwing him under the bus, and it's like, but yet he's like standing up for Travis Scott and putting Travis Scott on a pedestal, even though Travis Scott is not the best person. But he did come through with that birthday address, so
family, he not by my side, and this is bigger than music. So is he talking crap about Kid Cudi because Kid Cudi is like not supporting Kanye? But also, like, what does he expect? Like, people just to drag Kim? Like, nobody wants to. I don't, that's not a good look either. Like, and then it looks, I believe this is Kid Cudi, isn't it? And he writes, I would have never asked for the loyalty if it was never offered. And I found a cool picture because I love Cudi and always will. Yeah. But Donda 2 is about running back in that burning house. I respect not everyone gonna be ready for the smoke. So honestly, I'm kind of here for Donda 2 just because like his Donda 1 was a little bit too like religious for me. And like, I like my Christian music, but not from Kanye West. Now he's starting to call out Pete Davidson. It's a picture of Pete. And the cropping is just so random. But he writes, look at this dickhead. I wonder if Instagram is gonna shut down my page for dissing Hillary Clinton's ex-boyfriend. So
did Pete Davidson really date Hillary Clinton? Like, did they really have... No, I don't think so. He has a tattoo of her, but like, dude, I wouldn't be surprised. Pete Davidson is out here bagging so many... Charlize Theron. I mean, the list goes on. Hillary Clinton? Martha Stewart? Huh.
Pete Davidson like had a powerful enough of a lawyer, like he could hit him up and ask them to remove some of these posts. So let's see what he has to say about Pete, because I'm actually a fan of Pete Davidson's.
I am too.
I'm sure he's got some.
I love Pete Davidson. I really do. I mean, I think he's hilarious. He's different. I fuck with Pete. I like him.
Problematic past, but Kanye actually screenshotted some of his followers who were commenting, and I think it's interesting because now these people are literally on Kanye's Instagram. But he writes, thank you to all my fans for having my back. You can Google the Hillary thing. I'm not making this up. And what he's referring to, honestly, I don't really love this post because I feel like he's just encouraging people to bully Pete. And I just don't think like there's enough going on like here that I don't think you need to go and like nitpick Pete Davidson. It's making Kanye look honestly like kind of, I don't want to say like unattractive, but you know what I mean? It's not attractive to see him like so insecure over this. Like, and then he posted a picture where you can see the Hillary Clinton tattoo. And Pete wrote in the post, this is an original post from Pete Davidson, wanted to get Hillary a Christmas gift, so I got a tattoo of my hero. Such a badass and one of the strongest people in the world. And then Kanye writes, so that was down here, sorry for the crop. Then Kanye writes, when I tag people, I'm just putting together the web. There are a group of people who run media and the election. Thank God for free speech. Oh my God, so he's making this like a bigger thing where it's like, I'm calling out like, the one world order or whatever, which does freak me out because sometimes I do feel like there's like, a group of people who just run the media and push narratives and things like that. And Kanye called them out. Then this post is so funny to me. It's like they're like a wrestling situation where you can see Kanye versus Pete and they've got like some monster like outfits on. And he writes, this ain't about Skeet. It looks like he calls Pete Skeet for some reason. This ain't about Skeet, people. It's about selling y'all a narrative. Skeet just playing his part in the Frozen 3, which again, I think that's interesting that Pete's just playing his part and pushing a narrative to sell things. And a lot of people believe that Kim and Pete's relationship was just for the clout. But he said he did his part in Frozen 3. I cannot. It's not in theaters this time. It's on the Daily Mail. Tell Bob and the entire Disney staff you wasted your money on Star Wars and Marvel because even I thought it makes money. You will never control the high schools. What? Huh? What? No one's ever heard a Machine Gun Kelly song, Bob.
I mean, there is one good song by him, but that's because Black Bear wrote it. Shout out Black Bear. Love you. Matt.
Why is he trying to now shade Machine Gun Kelly? Actually, I know why he's trying to shade Machine Gun Kelly, because
they're all having a fucking sleepover at his old mansion. Yeah.
And Machine Gun Kelly are friends, and he's trying to act like, these people don't sell, these people don't do that, which is interesting because actually, I want to bring up something. So Billie Eilish had a concert recently where she stopped the concert to help a fan who was...
Yeah. She never mentioned Travis Scott. She was just being nice.
Having issues.
The girl was having, like, some kind of seizure, and Billie Eilish was like, Oh shit, okay. Everybody be calm. Make room. I'm not gonna start performing until she's good. And she caught, like, it was one person and she saw it. And, you know, she was just being a good person. And because she did that, they made the assumption that she's shading Travis Scott. Like, I mean, no. No.
Breathing. And Kanye actually called her out on Instagram saying, like, she was dissing Travis, which is just so stupid. Now, this is a black video that doesn't have any sound, but he writes in the caption, y'all seen that tattoo, but if I speak up, then I'm crazy. I told you not going to use that one no more. When a garbage man goes to work, he gonna smell like trash, but it's time to take the trash out the house, which...
Guys.
Oh, this is when it gets super messy because Machine Gun Kelly and Pete are over here wearing their Calvin Kleins. It was like a...
Kanye's probably like, yo, dude, I used to sit on that couch with my kids, watch Frozen or Sesame Street. Y'all are over there in your underwear sucking each other's dicks, disrespecting my fucking couch in my old house. I mean...
Calvin Klein, like, live stream where they were streaming and, like, I guess feeding each other popcorn. It was a little sus, but... He wrote, no, you will never meet my children, which is interesting. I guess, like, Pete's never met, like, Kim's children, and they have been dating for, like, I feel like a couple months now. Now, this is freaky because he wants people to know that he's not hacked. This is Kanye posting, holding up a piece of paper, showing the date, and saying that Kanye hasn't been hacked. And he writes, my account is not hacked. I will be at Sunday service at noon and will be taking North and Saint to the Super Bowl shortly after. I'll double whatever they paying you just so you don't have to look at that pawn ever again. Maybe he's referring to Pete there. I'm not entirely sure who he's talking to, but sounds like he's going to take his kids to the Super Bowl, which I wonder how Kim feels about this because honestly...
1 second. Wait, am I on Restream? I don't know. Oh, damn it. Hold on, I gotta go to Discord. 1 second. I'll hook you up. I don't know. I'm so fused by Discord and I don't know how it works and I'm like getting the hang of it, so I'm still very confused by it. Yo, this is so hilarious. Oh shit, a lot of you guys have been talking in here. Okay, I'll join your Discord, Bob. If you want to join my Discord is here. Oh my god, you think I look like a mouse. My dad said the same thing. I was having a full-on conversation with my dad and he turned around and was like, oh my god. He's like, you look like a mouse or like a bunny. He said I look like a bunny. This is how I wear this to perform. Mask. Bow. Because I have to have, like, breathing devices in my nose or, like, you know, some kind of breathing device to help me breathe. Or it's not, right now it's, like, not working that well. I'm working on making a breathing device. I'm getting it manufactured right now. But yeah, that's why I wear this. It sucks, right? Try to get plastic surgery to look pretty and then you end up in this fucking situation. So
he does seem a little bit like unhinged. Like even like the comments here, they're like, what are you doing? Now this gets a little effed up in my opinion because he posts a picture of Ariana Grande with Pete Davidson. They were once engaged, and the post brings up Mac Miller, who was Ariana's ex and who passed away. And I think this is incredibly insensitive. He writes, that's love, Katie. Just that simple. Like, made me realize and liberated. I'm going to tell everyone. There's sirens going by. I want to tell everyone I see today that Katie liked my post for the first time in a long time. I feel recognized. You could have all the money in the world and still be dismissed. I started to feel like it was me against the world, everyone. And I wonder who Katie is. Who's KD? Who's KD?
Thinking KD is Kim Davidson. Get implants. Do you mean like turbinate implants? So believe it or not, I don't need them. My turbinates are actually swollen. If you could believe that, my turbinates are actually swollen. So to the ENS people, you can, I mean, that's hope. That's gotta be hope, right? So yeah, my nose runs like constantly. My problem's a little bit more complex, but I'm working on a breathing device that'll prevent the nasal valve collapse. See, I was dealing with two problems at once. I was dealing with a deviated septum, broken bones, no nostrils, nasal valve collapse, and on top of that, ENS. So I was dealing with like structural issues plus ENS, and I had to like fix the ENS, and now it's just my nose collapses. Like I have to like pinch it. Like there's no cartilage on my septum. All the cartilage is gone. It's literally just skin. So like, yeah. And the bee pollen, yeah, I remember you recommending that to me. I don't know where to get any. Oh, damn it. I'll post my Discord link in yours. It's sucking on the CPU. I don't want my laptop to die. So I gotta make this quick. Real quick. Showing up in the Twitch stream. I appreciate the love. I really do. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Okay. Yeah, Discord sucks my CPU like crazy. Okay.
Like, who is KD?
KD, I think KD, he means Kim Davidson. I'm not joking.
Like, please fix the cropping here. I cannot. And here's another post where he takes a screenshot of the Shade Room and says, thanks, Shade Room, for always showing.
I see y'all joining the Discord. Thank you. Thank you. With peace and love. Thank you.
Love. Thank you for helping me control the own narrative and not writing me off. So right here, he's pretty much thanking the Shade Room, but he brings up Kim at one point and says, the Wall Street Journal and Will never have this level of influence no matter how many dinners he does with my wife and Skeeter and Page Six. So I guess like he's accusing Kim of like meeting with these media executives to help push a narrative, which is what Kanye is calling out. Then he took a picture of the trending page and he wrote, I didn't wake up and fight for my family to trend over the Super Bowl, but it happened over the Super Bowl. Bring families together for everyone married. Hold your spouse close and make sure they know how much you love and appreciate them. Aw. That makes me sad. I'm gonna cry. I'm like too triggering. And he actually tags Kim. Our children sitting at the 50-yard line. Kim Kardashian, always remember West was your biggest W. I guess saying like Kanye was your biggest win. Hold up, we're missing a post. We're missing a post. I was taking screenshots. We're missing a post, but I took the screenshot. So it looks like it's a text message between him and Pete. And he says, no, you will never meet my children. And he writes, I guess Pete says like, you as a man, I would never get in the way of your children. It's a promise. How you guys go about raising your kids is your business, not mine. I hope one day I can meet them and we can all be friends. So, shoot, Kanye said, you are not meeting my kids anytime soon. Kanye, what is going on here?
I'm team neither. Like, obviously, I see things wrong with both aspects, and I also respect both. I'm a lot more inspired, or was a lot more influenced and inspired by Kanye West music, and I can't really think of anything Kim's done that's inspired me. Her sex tape, I mean, it definitely kind of made me a little bit less, afraid to put it out there. And I think that, and I'm not trying to be misogynistic, I really do mean that. I think she has, helped us sex workers, like, not be as stigmatized, which I really appreciate. And she's a beautiful, full-figured woman, and we need more of that. Obviously, we need, but also it kind of turned into, a more toxic version of that, where people, want unrealistic bodies. They want, to remove their ribs and get butt implants, and that shit is dangerous. So, so is Kanye's behavior, but I don't know. I don't really have a side on this. I'm just trying to show you the other side of everything. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm not going to put on any more Olympics because YouTube hit me up and was like, you can't broadcast the Olympics. We're taking down your live stream. But then they put it back up, so. The fact that people are all, fake supporting mental health, but then when people are really going through things, they're like, I'm too busy. I don't have time. This is annoying. I don't want to hear about it. This is why people don't get help. This is why people don't feel supported or safe. This is why people end up committing suicide. So I think that we should just be a little bit more compassionate. Artists are sensitive, and Kanye does have mental health issues. I'm not excusing his behavior, but I'm just showing you the side that, like, nobody talks about, because they don't want to actually, like, take the time to be like, look, this is a human going through pain in the public eye, and, like, ignore it or just try to, you know, whatever. But I have not heard Pete respond to any of this. He's probably, like, laughing about it or doesn't care. He probably feels bad. I don't know. But only check something out before I go. Let me know if there's anything you want me to check out. Maybe I'll just chill and watch a bunch more videos. But